What's up, guys? Back at me with Spring Teenage Witch Season 4, Episode 2, Dream a Little Dream of Me. Okay, so this episode starts off with Sabrina, carrying, this, like, project, and Zelda's like, hey, you want to start a protest? And she's like, hey, this is not actually a protest. This is actually, a, you know, like a point. This is actually a thing of every person who went to West Bridge High from the 40s all the way to 1999, and because that's when this episode takes place. So, or whenever this timeline takes place, who knows? And actually, it could be 1999. But anyway, so yeah, and then Zelda comes in saying, hey, nice, uh, nice nice protest. So, so after, and Zelda blows up her violin. She's done with violining. So, anyway, after the intro, Principal Craft's like, hey, if finally gets going, Principal Craft. Principal Craft's like, and, if you want to start a protest, don't. And basically, then we see Brad and Harvey, who Brad, has a sketchy feeling about him, and because he's always, diverting away from Sabrina and not saying hi to her, because Harvey's like, hey, he's like, I said hi to her, and he's like, you didn't say it, in a gentle way. So, so then we meet a new character named Dreama, name of the episode, and yeah, so Sabrina gets, a tutor. Sabrina has to tutor a young witch, and how to get her witch's license, like Sabrina did. And it's like, and Sabrina's like a quizmaster, yeah, just like a quizmaster. A mentor is just like a quizmaster, but the mentor doesn't get paid. And yeah, so Hilda, is like, and the cat beats up Hilda's clock. So Hilda goes to get a new one, but ends up owning the clock store that this guy works at, because he gives her a job, which is owning it. And Zelda's like, Hilda, do you really think you can own a clock store? That clock store used to be a billionaire store, different stores over the years. And she's like, yeah, I can open this store. And then Zelda's like, hey, Sabrina, here's your, and then, Dreama, she's like, knocking over, like, a lot of Sabrina's, like, stuff, but then in class. So Zelda says, hey, Sabrina, here's your new, student you have to, tutor. And she's like, it's a girl, and she's like, and it turns out that girl is actually Dreama. So yeah, Sabrina has tutored Dreama in how to be a good witch, since she never even was taught how to be a good one. And basically, and yeah, so yeah, so yeah, and yeah, so Dreama's like, she's never been around the moral realm. She's like, Serena's like, hey, you can't just use your powers, which her powers come from her earlobe, which makes, yeah, Dreama's powers come from her earlobe. She has to do this, and that activates her power. So I think that's really cool. And yeah, and Serena's like, hey, you can't just activate you can't just tell people you're a witch person. I mean, Dreama. And she's like, because Dreama was gonna be, around people to learn that, like Sabrina was, since Sabrina's half mortal, and and base, yeah. So so yeah. So yeah, and basically, so yeah, so yeah, basically that, and and yeah. So Dream is like the new Dream is like the best friend to Sabrina now. Now that Valerie's gone. So yeah. So first there was Jenny as Sabrina's best friend, then there's Valerie, and now there's Dreamer. So basically, and Sabrina's only she's Sabrina's only friend. She's Sabrina. She's the first. Dreama is the first person besides Sabrina who goes to Westbridge High, who's a witch. And basically, yeah. So, and basically, the Brad guy, he's basically suspicious of Sabrina, and basically, and Principal Kraft gives Sabrina gives since Principal Kraft is evil, he gives the job that Sabrina wanted to Brad, and it's basically hey, you you be the good editor, and that's Sabrina's job. As she wanted to be the yearbook. I don't even know if Miss Quick's in this season. Probably she is. We didn't see her in the first episode, but I wouldn't, I wouldn't say they got rid of her character too. If they did, then, but yeah. Anyway, so Dreaming tries to conjure all the people into Sabrina's collage that she made, but she conjures up two people, and Hilda and Zelda conjure open up a time clock that on what's a baseball player, and basically unlocks a baseball player. So yeah, unlocks a baseball player, and unlocks a baseball player. So Hilda and Zelda realize that the whole reason why the football player is here is because the girl that Dreama let out is his ex-girlfriend or girlfriend, so they'll go back into the machine and machine and yeah and yeah and it turns out that Brad is actually a witch hunter. So yeah, so comment, subscribe. Hope you have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you next 3 teams.